Okay, so one of my followers wrote me a message and they asked me to talk about a story time about being bullied at school, and they wanted to know because they said that they went through the same thing. And I always tell you guys, if you want me to write about certain things, if I'm interested in the topic, I will do a story time on it. If I'm not, I may not, or I may not want to do it at that time, but eventually it will come out or I will talk about it. So let me get into it. When I touch my hair, it's an OCD thing or I'm nervous. Honestly, being bullied triggered me because I think about all the times when I was a nicer person and the time before I started to have that meanness in me. It triggers me because it was uncalled for. I just wanted to be left alone. I just wanted to mind my business. This is when I learned that even if I toned down how I dressed and dressed like who did it and why, it wouldn't make a difference. All people did was focus on how my eyes look. Oh, she's lying about being half Filipino. Filipinos aren't that light skinned. That's not true. You don't know all Filipinos. Secondly, I'm not full blooded Filipino. I'm half, and I'm half black. What is a person that is biracial supposed to look like, in all honesty? And if you really wanted to trace back my ancestry, you're going to find that my grandpa, who is full blood Filipino, was in the fucking war, motherfucker. But let me get to the point. That's just how triggering it was. So now that we got through it, exactly what I talked about with my grandpa being in the war, these people literally targeted me for my appearance. It was so hard to get to culinary school. Some days I didn't want to go. I literally found myself studying at home and practicing on my own at home. And then I would pick up extra class dates. I would attend other classes. And then I eventually asked the teacher if I could switch to that teacher's class to a different shift to get away from those people. It was that fucking bad. I'm just going to make this general because I'm just going to give different examples because so much fucking bullying happened to me at once. I don't know. Now, I'm going to tell the truth. The hospital made me the worst and the meanest, but I started to become mean there at culinary school. I became evil working at the hospital where I had to sue. I became evil. I learned how to fight fire with fire. I also took the petty bullying tactics that my mom used on me and used on those weak ass people. Because as they say, the biggest bully in the room can dish it but cannot take it. And they surely couldn't take the shit that I had to say to they stupid asses when I would snap. But let's get back to culinary school. So, there was a time that I had pink hair. It's 3 different tones. So it was like a dark burgundy at the top. Then it was like a hot pink, ombre, a triple ombre. And then at the bottom, it was like, let me stop saying that. It was a cotton candy plush pink with platinum, some slight platinum highlights. Anybody could have had their hair done. There were, and again, there were other races of women that were non-black that had their hair done. But unfortunately, the people who are of my race, and again, before anyone gets mad at me and tries to say, oh, you're making it about, I'm telling you the truth and I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. Okay? What I regret telling what race I was because it wasn't about us. And for some reason, for the little English elective we had to talk about it. And so people were, oh, she just wants to be exotic. The little mixed girl who's already mixed wants to stand out more, and that's far from the truth. My name is Tribu. It's actually pronounced Trebre or Trebe. France has owned the Philippines for a very long time, right? Or had owned them. But nobody's going to look into that and do their research. Whatever the case is, apparently it turned into I wanted attention, I was this and I was that. And that I really didn't. I told the truth about who I am. I've always told the truth about who I am. I've never sat there and pretended like I'm something that I'm fucking not. So that's just some of the cruelty that I went through. With the your mother lied to you. Nigga, I know my mama wasn't lied. I know my mama didn't lie about my dad. My dad's mistress, when I was little, had me tested. She wanted to make sure, because she wanted me out the picture. So, my mama definitely didn't lie. That bitch was in so much disbelief. She had multiple tests taken. She was blue. Because I guarantee you, if my dad wasn't my dad, she would have stopped me from being around him. For sure. So let's get back to it. Let's go back into it. So one day I came in. I just had on a plain white Nike jogging suit. I had my natural hair flat ironed. Well, not flat ironed. I had curled it, but it was pressed. It was natural. My natural hair went to like right here. And for some reason, people were fucking offended with that. Apparently, my natural hair being done was a topic. Let me tell you some of the cruel things said. I wonder how much chemical she had to put it to make her hair look like that. None, bitch, not permed, just curled, and a little olive oil. That's it. Then I came in one day, and 2 weeks later I came in and I got another wig. This was a regular lecture class. We weren't cooking this day. And don't get me started on the cooking lecture. If I passed one of my tests, I was made a target. I don't understand how you are made a target for passing your test. Motherfucker, you wanted to know if I passed or not. You wanted to monitor my grades. Let me get into some other topics. Let's talk about clothing. Oh, I didn't finish about the hairstyle. The hairstyle, oh my God. Why does she always change her hair? Something's wrong with her. Something, blah, 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 blah. So, bitch, you can go get different hairstyles. But if I choose to wear wigs, okay, it's a problem. Okay. I see I'm hurting your little feelings. Okay, whatever. Let's get to the parts where I'm coming to class. It was ridiculous. Some of my outfits, the bitches were so fucking mad over. And literally, I had to go to work right after this course. It didn't even make sense. It did not make sense. It is what it is. That's just some topics. I'll tell you guys more. I don't want to talk about anymore right now. I'm just pisses me off just thinking about me being bullied for that type of dumbass shit as an adult in college.